What up, what up, what up? You already know it's your girl Portia Madrid. Got it again, Loft P, life of the party, baby. We do have our girl Meg, the host, live on StreamYard.
Hey, I'm so excited to be back with y'all.
And as always, my boy.
See, look what it do.
Yes, tell us who this sultry lady sitting next to you is.
Our first guest. Tell them who you are, Jay.
My name is Jacqueline Barnes. I'm the owner of Art Echo, Styles and Cuts in Stone Mountain. I also have one in Sandsville, Georgia. And that's about it.
Oh, that's why your hair's so laid. I said, I just love her hair. She owns 2 salons. Okay, makes sense.
Makes sense, right? And we got, tell them your name, sir.
Travis Smith, owner and operator ATL Chill, a mobile crowd therapy company.
Oh, it sounds like we got some new sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, shout out to Willie B Spirits, The Gatherers Group LLC, Black owned and operated. Definitely raise a glass to them. We are sipping on the Merlot and the Rosé today. We also have Sticky Fingernails, PM Media and Marketing, Love is Black, Jazzed Hair, and Savage Life Radio. If you would like to be a sponsor, do not hesitate to hit up Law P100 or Portia Madrid. Got it again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Did you see the 2 women in Florida? Meg, I know you seen because it came from the Huffington Post. That show Stilo, girl. What was going on with these 2 women?
Yeah, so apparently they decided to
We can't hear her.
with the full advantage that people are going to these extremes because at this point in time, most people in most states are able to, if you want it, you can get it.
Right.
So I think that it is really creative of them, but just kind of silly at the same time. I think it was one of those things of like, oh, let's try to go viral. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, it just wasn't that deep for them to go through all that.
Yeah, I had just came back from Gary, Indiana, as well as Miami, and in both the airports, you could go and get vaccinated. Like literally, while you're waiting for your bags, you can go and get vaccinated. All you have to do is show them that you're traveling, and it's free. So it's just like, what are y'all doing? It's themost.com.
They must have been trying to go somewhere.
Well, I know that this is their second round. So is the first round and the second round the same thing?
Yeah. Well, the ingredients are the same in both vaccines. So it's just the same dose over again in terms of ingredients. I'm not sure if the amount of the concoction is the same or not. I believe that it is exactly the same thing, just a second round.
Hey, it's very creative.
Very creative. Are you all vaccinated?
It is. Yes.
You're vaccinated? You got your second round and everything?
Mm-hmm.
And what about you, sir?
Honestly?
Honest.
Nah.
That's the Law P policy.
Nah.
Are you going to get it?
Nah.
Neither am I. So
No.
It's okay. Vaccinated over there, unvaccinated over here. They're covered by the vaccination. We're okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, because they're covered.
Hey,
So
look, we can all coexist.
Exactly. So I like the evenness of it all. You get what I'm saying? I feel comfortable that you all are vaccinated. So now I know that I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got to do what you feel. You got to do what you feel is best for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So did you hear about the pool party and the Bears?
What happened at the pool party?
In Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It was crashed by some black bears. They said, hey, we want to graduate and figure out what y'all got going on. They came, played a little tennis, swam a little laps.
So what were the kids at when
Apparently it happens frequently there. So they know that, okay, they're here. Let us get out of the pool area, out of the tennis area where they're doing their thug. Let them enjoy for our safety.
And what city was it again?
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Gatlinburg.
Did you hear about that? Y'all heard about that?
Nah.
Meg, the host, did you hear about that?
I did, and there were a total of, I believe, 7 bears, fully grown and baby bears, just playing around, frolicking in the pool. Yeah,
wow.
Gatlinburg is right in the middle of the Smoky Mountains. So it is somewhat to be expected as humans branch out into their territory because the bears were there first.
Exactly.
We would encounter them. And so I'm glad that nobody was hurt. But it's such a cute video of them just playing around in the pool. And, it's part of nature.
Bear meat for dinner.
Right. But it's crazy that you said it's such a cute video because I seen another video circulating that was not so cute, but it was hilarious of the lady that pushed the bear over the fence.
Yes.
Whatever that was, it a chicken? Was it a dog?
It was a dog, yeah.
A dog. First of all, the strength. I think that was better than Bobcat in my opinion.
And the courage. She wasn't scared then.
And I'm like, not my dogs.
Yep, and there were multiple dogs there, but one of the dogs was her mom's guide dog, like a seeing eye dog. So it was like, those dogs are like $10,000 to $15,000 a pop, and they're really hard to come by. So I mean, I think in that moment, her body it was fight or flight, and she fought. And so kudos to her.
Baby, it's flight all day. The bear had you, the little baby dog I thought was a chicken. Y'all, you can have it all. I'm good, baby. We'll get another dog.
Nah, if my dog was at risk, I think I would fight.
You have a small dog or a big dog?
I have a small dog.
Yeah.
A poodle.
Yeah.
You're a real dog mom.
Right.
I am.
Okay, what had happened was.
Can
you pass the loft P bag to the left one time?
Just pass it to you.
Thank you so much, Maureen. Okay, so we all know how this goes.
Explain it again.
Meg, can you explain to them how what had happened goes?
So what we're gonna do is pull out a keyword from our Loft P bag, and you have a few seconds, a few moments to tell us everything you can about that keyword. It's gonna be a person, place, or thing, and it's something that is associated with you based on your social media platforms and what we know about you. So for every person, place, or thing that is going to come out of that bag, you should have a story about it. And don't hold back.
What had happened was.
Tell us everything about it.
What had happened was. When you be lying and you're like, what happened was. But we gonna let you lie. We're here for the lie, okay? Chirotherapy.
Crowd therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Not a funny story, but just my story.
What had happened was I injured my back in Afghanistan. I was a firefighter, and had 2 back surgeries. And what had happened was, before I got my 3rd back surgery, I was doing some research, and I found out about this device that I use now for the company, and contacted the distributor, went to New Orleans to get it treated myself, and I was walking in like 2 days. So I started the company off of that. You look like a mad scientist too, Loki. Locked up in the lag in 2 days and bust out fresh. Okay.
That's awesome. What you got, mate?
Okay, so we're sticking with Travis, right?
No.
We're gonna switch over to Miss Jacqueline. Okay, so Miss Jacqueline, what had happened is Sandersville.
Okay. I started my salon in Sandersville about 12 years ago. And actually, let me start over. Okay, first off, I worked in a salon that I had grew up in. I've been doing hair and around hair for about since I was 13 years old. And I used to go from salon, cleaning up, sweeping, or whatever. So I decided to go back to my hometown and get a feel of the environment again. And I decided to just open another salon in Sandersville.
I didn't hear nothing you said.
You did?
No. Because you did not say what happened.
Oh,
You said it right there.
Was. Okay.
Okay, we got you. Next time they're gonna make you take a shot.
Oh, please don't.
Right. Next one we got is Marines.
First thing that come to my mind
is what had happened was.
Shit. What had happened was, y'all want a good story or y'all want like a professional story.
We want a good Loft P story.
Yeah, give us a good one.
Exclusive. Don't leave nothing out. If you took off some clothes, don't tell us.
what happened was I was in Japan and they had we had a curfew at night, midnight. All the Marines had to be back on base. But it was 7 bases over there, so you could as long as you was on one base, you could get on the bus and go to another one. You were still good at 12 o'clock. So we were leaving outside and like 11:40, walked by a bar and it was like buy a drink, unlimited drinks, whatever you buy. So we went in for like 5 minutes and drank like 5 drinks back to back each. Then we got in the taxi, got back on base. Well, I got to pee. It's an hour drive from location to location. So they had these bags up in the bus.
Yeah.
For a lot of people throwing up all the time. So I grabbed the bag and pissed in the bag.
Oh, wow.
Tied the bag up and sat on the seat for an hour.
You sound like a real Marine.
Right.
That's what happened.
They sound like the real Top Gun.
I thought he was about to say I really wanted to go to college and save for a home, so I decided to enlist.
Nah.
So the real
Nah.
story.
Yeah, right.
The real story?
Yeah.
I asked.
Exactly.
Okay. Art Deco.
And what happened was, right?
Right.
Okay. The reason why I came up with that name is because hair is a art.
Right.
Right. So anything that you can create by looking at that, I mean, that's why I came up with the word Art Deco. So,
Okay.
Yeah. And that's really it.
And deco meaning decoration.
That's it.
Yep. And you did your own hair?
I did.
Yep.
What you got, Megan?
All right. So Travis, your next one is fireman. You alluded to this a little bit earlier, but tell us a little bit more about that. What had happened was
What happened was I got out of the Marine Corps. Before I got out, didn't know what I wanted to do. I was a police officer in the Marine Corps. And the firefighters, to be honest, the firefighters that we were working with, they was all civilian. They said the government firefighters they start off at 60, 65,000. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
So talked to the chief. He got me to into South Carolina Fire Academy, and I went up there for like 8 weeks, got all the training I needed, came back to Macon and became a firefighter. Then I became a DOD firefighter.
Okay. You had like 3-4 jobs, no?
Right.
Careers. Next one we got Sierra. Miss Jackie.
Okay. And what happened was, me and Sierra actually started working on handbrake together in Stone Mountain.
Sierra
Glam Shop.
Oh, okay.
And we became really, really good friends. And she was super young. She was about 16 when I first met Sierra. And she had the hustling mentality, of course, just like I did. And she kind of clung to me a little bit. So me and her did some business together for a couple of little gigs or whatever. And she decided she was like, Jackie, I'm going to move on and try to get my own salon again. Because she started so early, about 13. And she was in Glenwood Flea Market. And she came and worked with me on handbrake. But we just kind of like clung together. She just was like, she wanted me to be a mentor. She looked up to me, and it was just unreal how we just clicked.
So how do you feel about like what she's doing now and her success in TV and everything?
I mean, I'm super proud of her because I know her story.
And it's funny because I saw her on Instagram one day. She was talking about you and how much you meant to her, and you know what I'm saying, what kind of influence you had on her.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Yeah. So she's super sweet. I'm super proud of her.
That's what's up. Yeah. You look so young talking about mentor. Okay.
I'm really not.
Bud Dupree.
But what happened was I can't talk about Bud unless I mention Steve McClendon, Coach Drew. They got that team MVP, Flowery Branch. And I connected with them dudes. Steve McClendon played for Tampa Bay. And I connected with them, treated a few of the athletes, but Bud he trains at that location.
Okay.
And I knew he went down with that knee injury, and I knew what I do anyway can help rehab him and recover faster anyway.
Right.
So and he from my hometown in Macon anyway. He from Wilkinson County, close by. So we connecting, and that's my dog.
That's what it do. Mm-hmm. So you know some important people. What's the last one we got, Megan?
Let me see here. Oh, Miss Jacqueline, we have Atlanta for you. I know a little bit about your story of moving to Atlanta, but can you share more?
Yes. What happened was, at the age of 13, of course, that's what it all started. I always said that I was going to move to Atlanta. And so when I graduated in 96, I decided to go ahead on and...
What was you telling your age?
Right. I was like, what?
Don't do that.
I
know.
Yes. When I was I graduated in 96. So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm just going to just pack up and leave. So what I did, I packed up and left. I left with a bag of clothes, a little garbage trash bag, and $300 in my pocket. So she was like, are you sure? I don't want you know how parents are. So she was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So I just left, had no clue what I'm about to do. And once I got to Atlanta, I moved with my auntie and I stayed with her about 7 months. And, of course, staying with family was a little different. So, but God put a lot of good people in in front of me, and they directed me totally to a whole nother level. So I'm a country girl. So, we didn't have no clue, no type of direction. Our parents showed us things, but not like full force.
Right.
And so God put a lot of good people in my face. And after that, I just started doing my thing, and I hustle. And now look where I'm at now.
Look at us now.
I'm doing good. I'm doing super good, actually.
And there's nothing wrong with being a country girl. Being a country girl gives you characteristics, morals, values that you just can't buy. So
yeah, definitely.
These city slickers don't know nothing about it.
Definitely.
In the city, yo, hey,
yeah.
I know y'all got some good people now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're the first person I ever met from Sandersville.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know one person from Sandersville.
You do? Okay.
I do, yeah.
So they make two now.
Yeah.
Elijah Muhammad from
Sandersville.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Elijah
Muhammad, the prophet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope. Did you ever meet him?
No, of course.
Excuse me.
Right.
Not you. Did any of your family members
My
ever meet
family
him?
member, they have, but of course,
I'm a little preserved, but baby, I'm not.
Yeah.
So. A beautiful ring, number one.
You.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to you.
Thank you. But other than that, I've been blessed in my career.
And I need my hair done, so we're gonna talk.
Okay, cool.
Like that haircut.
See how that work? See how that work.
That's how it goes.
What we got next, Portia?
I would like to take a moment and pay some bills.
Let's do that.
We would like to keep the lights on around here. Mm-hmm. It's only fitting. Shout out to the Gatherers Group, LLC, Willie B. Spirits, of course, Sticky Figure Nails, PM Media and Marketing, Love is Black, Jazz Tear, Savage Life Radio, and of course, we are broadcasting live from Atherton, West J Media, home of the good people, good people, good people.
We'll be right back.
That's right, Loft P. Life for the party. Bop, got that again. Meg Jones, where you
We back.
at? We back. I know you got some questions over there, girl.
Yes, I do. Miss Jacqueline, you were talking about, you know, how God placed a lot of amazing people in your life and just how you were able to have this awesome support system and network and did a lot of things, you know, just off the strength of, you know, the connections that you made. Are you the first entrepreneur in your family, like in your household?
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Mhm.
And you know, I think it just speaks so much to, it's not about where you come from, you know, it's about where you're going and the vision that you have, and you had a vision and you just, you know, you moved forward with it. How exactly did you get started in hair? Is it something that you've always loved, or was it always a passion of yours, or did you kind of stumble upon it?
It was always a passion. So, like I said, all my little things, everything kind of came together at 13. I don't know what it was, but I used to go up and down the streets to different salons and just sweep their floor, watch them do hair and all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I think that's where I'm gonna be. You know, so I started doing hair in my mom's house, of course, doing the little microwave ponytails. Y'all remember that? And my mom's like, girl, you don't get that ponytail. You know, I'm burning it up in the microwave, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But I used to have them in and out her house. So, and after that, you know, when I graduated from high school, I decided to just.
You already knew what it was going to be.
Yeah, I already knew.
ATL chill. Same thing. We see from your social media, you've had a lot of different surgeries. Like,
Had a few, yeah.
So tell us about that. Like, how did you end up getting those surgeries, and how did it? You kind of told us a little bit into what happened was, but tell us how what your journey was as far as getting those surgeries, and where it took you to as far as this crowd therapy you're doing now.
First surgery, I got injured in, I think maybe November 2018. I was in Afghanistan. I couldn't walk, and I think I had my first surgery in February 19, and I was good for like 9 months, and then the scar tissue from the first surgery healed over that disc, and it impinged on my sciatic nerve again, and I was down for like 3-4 months again because I never wanted to do surgery in the first place, so I had to get it again. And I was good for like 9 months again. Went back down, and when I was down that last time, I was scheduled for surgery, and ended up just researching. I was a bodybuilder, personal trainer, and stuff as well. So I'm always been interested in the body, and I ran across that, and I just thought the science behind it made sense. So I went out there and got it done.
What is the science behind it?
What it does, it delivers negative 108 degrees pretty instantly. So it's bringing that temperature down in that specific area to about 39 degrees. At that temperature, it's a process that's called apoptosis that occurs. Apoptosis is where those inflamed cells and fat cells actually start to self-destruct anyway. So it's it's the goal. It's the goal of what you're trying to get with ice anyway, but you're never going to get to that subcutaneous tissue with ice.
Right.
Ice is only going to get you to you got 3 layers. You have the epidermis, which is the skin. You have the dermis, and then you got that subcutaneous tissue. Well, even in the ice bath, your body going to continue to try to stay warm. That's why you got to keep putting ice in the ice bath. So that's why it works so fast, and that's why you only need 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on most occasions anyway.
So is that a weekly treatment? Is it daily? Is it as needed, or can you have too much of it?
Pretty much as needed. I don't ever tell anybody to come right back like you're not in pain, you know. But it's on the individual person.
I just want to do it for the apoptosis.
I feel like we just took a science class, but when we understand
Well, Miss Jackie, hair is more my stilo. And this is Atlanta, so it's like the home of the quick weave and the $40 shop and the no edges because you
Exactly.
went to the $40 shop. So, like, what type of alopecia cases do you deal with, and is that like a specialty? Because I notice a lot of women who cut hair and like good hair, like you, they specialize in stuff like that, doing styles where you could kind of treat and hide and make it to where you can wear your natural hair and still
look good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dealing with a lot of that because of the wigs and stuff that these people are wearing. It's taking the edges out.
Gone.
A lot of women are dealing with alopecia and stuff, so you have to critique a certain way, which the way I do my quick weaves and things, so they can feel comfortable. I'll do a certain technique for as a layer of paper on top of the cap
for the protection.
So once I blend everything in, you can't tell. But a lot of women are definitely dealing with like alopecia and no edges.
So hairdressers are scientists and doctors
basically.
too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You got it, because some people, they say they have growing hands, and like they say a lot of African women have growing hands. Well, it's not so much as that, it's just knowing what you doing.
Yeah. You gotta learn how, you gotta critique it, because again, it's an art.
Yeah.
So it's a lot
going
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need a consultation and everything. Like, girl, I don't know if that style is for you.
Yeah, definitely now, because I tell you, the wigs have took over. Girls are done.
But it's never like a customer that you just can't do nothing for, right?
Yeah, it have been. I can't do nothing.
Because you seem like you like to protect the integrity of the hair.
I do.
So it's like, I'm not just going to take your money and give you a style.
Right.
Because baby, it's going to pull out the little bit of edges that the few little boop, boop, boop she got left, it's going to be gone.
Right. And I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not even be bothered.
Right.
Yeah. So are those techniques something that you just kind of learned, hands-on on the job, or was it a special class that you took, or how did you get to the point of expertise and being able to determine who needs what, and what, if you can or can't do something for someone?
We just like a scientist and a doctor, so we have to figure it out and come up with some type of technique that'll work. But I mean, you just have to do it. Like, I don't
y'all
take
are also
classes.
they're psychologists.
We are. We listen to stories.
Right.
We do it all. When I go home and then I have to like have a glass of wine and go to sleep because my brain be done by the time.
The salon that I go to, like, I love her and her family. I'm going to their wedding. We go out with each other. Like, it's no lie. Like, I love her kid. Like, I just love her. Like, so yeah, it makes sense. I tell her all my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all having in that chat.
Yeah, I'll be in there for hours.
Good stories.
So, yeah.
You'd be like, what? Really?
Right.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So this question is for both of y'all. What's the best piece of advice or guidance you have received as an entrepreneur?
The only thing I can tell the people, the youth that's coming up now, is they have to focus, because they look at everybody else now. Social media done made it so different, and they thinking that they can just kind of jump out there and just do it and it's gonna come. But no, you have to work.
Like the Gucci shoes don't pop out of nowhere. The belts, they don't come out of nowhere. These lace fronts, you don't just open the door and they're sitting there. You have to work to pay for these things.
You have to come up with a strategy and stick to it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you have kids?
No.
Do you have kids?
I do.
How many?
2.
How do you keep them sane?
They're not sane.
Ah!
Right. Is it possible?
Well,
Mike,
you're a Marine, so yeah.
how about you as far as the best advice you received?
The main thing I think is personal development. So you always trying to work on yourself, you can't go wrong.
Right.
Because you're always trying to seek personal development. So, and just starting, because a lot of people trying to be perfect. They'll take a course of information and like just start.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just
Do
move,
something.
just move.
Right.
You know. But and again, like just with personal development, like you're gonna take a course, you're gonna seek something from somebody. You may only get like one line out of this 8-hour course, but that's what you needed, you know. So I think that's probably what it. You know,
Real spit. Yeah, you a little rough around the edges, but your mind is in the right place.
On the surface level,
Yes,
right now
I
it
love
is.
What y'all working on for 2021? What we look forward to? Y'all two entrepreneurs.
Well, I'm working on a whole nother project. I'm opening suites shortly. But it's gonna be in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like far.
Where my other location is.
Oh, okay.
They don't have them.
Okay.
So, and I talk to a lot of young people who look up to me a lot. So
Right.
I'm gonna place them into. I'm more focused on the young. I'm gonna place them inside. So right now it's under construction.
Okay.
So
let me know. I know a few people that's interested in investing in some things like that. So
yeah. I have a business partner. Me and her this is my first time doing something with someone. So
okay.
Yeah,
see how they play by ear, see how that go.
Yes.
Jesus.
So we're working on it now. So the roof and all that is being done to it. So after that, we'll be ready to put the spaces in there.
The country one is pretty good from what I heard.
Super good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they really care about their appearance.
Yeah,
Go figure.
The smaller towns, a lot of people sleep on it, but I probably won't do too much here unless I'm getting houses or something here. But for as a major for real business, it won't be in Atlanta. It'll be out. I'm going to the smaller areas.
Right.
Yeah.
Stay booked and busy, baby.
Booked and busy, baby.
What about ATL Chill? What you got going on in 2021?
Remainder of the year, I'm trying to be strategic and having more people access to the crowd therapy, what I use anyway, versus me just doing it. So
kind of outsource.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna figure it out.
Is it very expensive? Like the machine to be able to do it?
Yeah.
Give us a ballpark for all the investors out there, all the ex-athletes and psycho marines who.
It's definitely over 20.
20K?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not that bad.
Not horrible.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Get a couple of 2-3 celebrity athletes like, hey, buddy, I can give you this package for $5,000 a month. Look at that. I'll come to you. Don't worry.
It just depends.
But it's a good business to be in, though.
Yeah, I can't complain about it.
Yeah, okay. I know that answer me. Okay.
Yeah, because you can even offer the service to different spas and salons and places that's already in existence. You can offer your service.
Absolutely.
Come in with your Chippendales look and your bag, and they'll book you right on up.
But June 1st, they don't lift the COVID, so maybe I can jump in the salon.
Right.
So of course you set up your crowd therapy.
I definitely am because of the appetitis.
Apoptosis.
Apoptosis. And I was saying chirotherapy, and you're like, no, cryo.
Oh man, our people always mess it up. So I'm used to it.
Not your back.
Hey,
not your back.
They just be like, hey man, give me that free shit.
Yeah. That burp.
Yeah, I go through all the signs. Like, just give me that cold stuff, man.
Right.
Okay.
Nah, but I got y'all when we get done though.
Here today?
Yeah, I got you.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Right.
Dang, I wish I was there.
Right, damn.
I do want to try I am interested in that service. So my mom has lupus, and so she has a lot of pain in her joints and in her tissues. So I think that's great. But where can we find you guys, Travis, Miss Jackie? Where can we find y'all on social media, your websites?
Go ahead.
Oh, you good?
Okay.
No, ladies first.
J Barnes hair _ and Jackie Barnes on Facebook.
Gotcha.
It's ATL Chill _ on IG and www.atlchill.net or 678-509-7618. 678-509-7618.
That sounds like that song. You know what song I'm talking about. Yeah. So we did have some people that wrote in.
Okay.
Yes, they would like you all's advice.
It is in the DM.
Yeah. Dear Loft P, my business is thriving as an esthetician, and I'm thinking about quitting my 9-to-5, getting a PPP to open my own space. Do you think I should do that during the pandemic? She didn't say nothing. Right.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about the PPP. I didn't get a PPP or nothing. But if you ain't got any money, I would advise anybody probably at least work on your credit.
You make,
you know what I'm saying?
Be making the money first, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. At least if you work on your credit, you can leverage your credit. You know,
Right.
A lot of people slip on that.
Right.
You know, so they think that they'll go get a loan from the bank for a business, but the bank ain't gonna give you no
Not
loan.
a
But they'll give you, just depending on your credit good, 20, 30,000 in credit card or something, and you can
max it up.
Leverage it off of that. You know, so it just depends. But start.
Right. Somewhere.
What about you, Jackie? Would you tell them to get a PPP?
No.
Stay away.
Stay away from the PPP. And just wait and try to save some money.
Right.
And like you said, work on your credit. Credit speaks volumes. So you definitely wants to do that. You should be able to get anything you want. But
this is what I don't understand. There was a lot of people doing unemployment, and they were getting more money on unemployment than they ever got working a physical job. So I don't understand their remainder balance. Why was that not going into your savings?
Right.
Why was you balling out of control during the pandemic?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
If you're making more money than you ever had, then everybody don't know how to manage money.
Right.
I agree.
I don't know. Thank you, Jesus. It was a come up. I thank God I know how to manage money because savings on 10. So great. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And if whoever that is, the PPP, they can't get it anyway.
Right, I'm trying to tell you, they got funds, baby.
It's over with.
You're a little late, darling.
Yeah, and secondly, the business had to be open
prior to, but it's a lot of people doing fraudulent, and they do not know these little 10s and 20s, baby. They will lock your ass up.
They're gonna lock
quick and quick. It ain't worth it.
It's not.
You'll be like, old girl in the parking lot. Can y'all please? I'm just trying to stay out for my babies. No.
And put up a GoFundMe.
Right? Because you weren't thinking about them when you was slicing and dicing with the
She had a GoFundMe account.
Girl, didn't buy them shoes, no LA Gears, nothing. Nothing. They didn't come to Camp Creek, bring them to the salon, get some twisties, some bows. Nothing.
Twisties.
And she's crying. No, she's crying. GoFundMe account.
Oh man. Hey man, we appreciate y'all for coming. Y'all are wonderful guests. Y'all done gave these people business advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna follow y'all on social media.
Say your social media one more time.
Ladies first.
J Barnes Hair _ on Instagram and Jackie Barnes on Facebook.
ATL Chill _ on IG.
So we all like to collaborate with Black sponsors, especially you. We all love a good salon and a good glass of wine, girl. The Gatherers Group LLC, get at them. Really be Black owned, operated. Sticky fingernails, girls come in there, nails, toes busted. 10, 15 minutes, we can press them right on. PM Media and Marketing, Love is Black, Jazzed Hair. You don't need them at the salon. But Savage Life, shout out to our sponsors, Atherton West J Media, baby. We're going to do a toast. Meg, can you tell them about the toast? Let me put something up for you, Meg.
Meg ain't been here in a while, so I'm going to tell Meg for it.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Take a toast on 1, 2, 3. We say lofty, and then that's how we ride out. And so 1, 2, 3.
Lofty. Clank, clank. And my phone will wait to the end of the show to say emergency.